When you stand out and you build a great culture that stands out, it speaks volumes to the marketplace. People say there is something different about that company. And you have a rule that says, hey, we're going to be a positive company. We're going to be a culture that values each other, our beliefs, and our customers. That speaks volumes. People see that, they feel that, they sense that. And so it's essential to create that great culture. And then when you stand out, then that helps you grow. Great cultures attract great people. And I often tell companies and I tell leaders that you have to know what you stand for as a company. What does your culture stand for? Because once you know what you stand for, then it's easy to hire people that stand for the same things that you stand for. And so great cultures start to attract people that really believe in what you believe, that they believe what you stand for. They want to be a part of that. And so there's a contagious energy of a great culture that really does attract great people to you. And that's why I say, if you want a successful organization, a successful business, you have to nurture that root. And if you really nurture the roots, you'll have a great supply of fruit. Focus on the root, which is your culture, and you'll attract the people that help you nurture and then create the great fruit.
I'm huge on teaching culture. For me, it's actions and attitudes. I mean, that is the sum of what's going to happen in your business. And I'm a big believer that if you aren't intentional about it, then somebody else will be, and it may not be the culture that you want. You talk about culture a lot. Why is culture so important?
Well, because culture drives behavior. Behavior drives habits that you're talking about. And it's those habits that ultimately drive the future and create your future. So culture is everything. When I speak to sports teams, for instance, I spoke to the Atlanta Falcons. I said you win in the locker room first, and then you win on the field. And so it starts with that culture you create, because that's the expectations, it's the beliefs, it's the mindset, it's the standards of behavior that says this is how we do things. This is who we are. This is how we behave. And so everyone who joins your company, your organization, they know that this is how it's done. And so the culture drives everything. So instead of putting out fires with a bad culture, with dysfunction, you actually then can create a great organization and grow once you focus and intentionally design your culture. And you're right on the money. Companies and organizations that intentionally design their culture, the research shows, outperform those who just let it happen naturally.
Okay, so just pointing that out again, what you just said, because sometimes we get so stuck in our own little worlds. Statistically, companies that are more focused on their culture win greater than others.
Yes.
I mean, it's just...
They actually perform at a higher level. They intentionally focus on the culture they want to create, and then from there, they then produce the results that they want. But it starts with spending the time, investing in the culture. See, so often we're so busy focused on all the other things that we say, I don't have time to create the culture. I gotta make sales. We gotta create our product. We gotta get out there and do this. We don't have time for that. And so it seems touchy-feely, and it's hard to quantify. But what I really encourage people is, hey, you have to focus on it, because that's your root. That's the root of your tree. And if you don't and you just focus on the fruit, the tree will die. You have to make sure you nurture that root. There's a great organization called Defender Direct, and they have Culture Day. When you join their company, you actually go through Culture Day, where you are indoctrinated to the culture. You learn all about the culture, and it is your focus from when you join the company. So throughout the year, they're saying, hey, our culture matters. It is important, and we have to focus on it. Again, the culture drives how we treat our customers, how we act, and I would also say most importantly, how we treat our employees. The culture dictates how you treat the people that work for you, which is essential. When you go to Palmetto Health Systems, they have a mission vision statement, and it's to treat each patient as we would members of our own family. And so that drives everyone in the company. Now, I interviewed all these different people in the company before I spoke to them. I wanted to know if they really got this. Every one of the people knew the vision and mission statement when I asked. Now, I go to other places and I say, hey, what's the vision statement? I've been to some places, even the CEO doesn't know the vision mission statement. So that starts the process right there. Then, does the rest of the leadership, do they buy in? Does the rest of the company buy in? Do they know what they stand for? Do they have a set of values that they actually live and breathe? Now, we also know a lot of organizations have values. They have it written out. But do they really live it? Do they really breathe it? See, in great cultures, It's not just on a piece of paper. It comes to life in the hearts and the minds of everyone who works there. So that culture is a living, breathing organism, and you get a sense of that. In other organizations that have bad cultures, it doesn't come to life. It's on a piece of paper. No one lives it, and they allow that toxicity that you're talking about to take hold rather than focus on the positive.
Now, one of your books is called The No Complaining Rule. In it, you explain how negativity costs organizations billions of dollars and impacts the morale, productivity, and health of individuals and teams. What is the No Complaining Rule, and how does it work?
This is a great story. This is based on a real company that invented the No Complaining Rule. He said it's simple. Everyone who joins the company and everyone in the company understands the rule, and it says this: you're not allowed to complain unless you come with one or two possible solutions.
Love it.
So now everyone in the company is empowered to actually create solutions to the complaints. This leads to new ideas, new innovations, new processes, better ways of doing things. But no one is allowed to mindlessly complain. That sabotages the morale and the performance. Think about it. Someone's at their desk. They start complaining to the person next to them. It starts to spread. And I often joke, complaining is like throwing up. Afterwards, you feel better, but everyone around you feels sick. And that's what complaining does to organizations.